You know, there's just something that I see time and time again. It's something that I really can't even explain it. There's no real logical explanation as to why this happens, but it happens time and time again. Not only for myself, but people close to me, people I coach, just people I know. It happens all the time. And that is when you are at wit's end, when you are in a position where it doesn't feel like it's worth the work anymore, it's feeling like it's hopeless, you're ready to give up on whatever it is that you were trying to accomplish, when you are at the very bottom and you are ready to quit, but you don't. I'm telling you, the breakthrough happens just on the other side of that, all the time. The most timely example I can think of for that would be trying to sell our house. Back when we were trying to sell our house in 2014, we were willing to take a huge hit on this house. We bought in 2005 when the market was super high. 2014, market was not in a good spot. But we had this dream. We wanted to move from the freezing state of Minnesota to the sunny state of Florida. This is something we really wanted to accomplish. We weren't doing it for money. I was quitting my job of 15 years and trying to become a coach and just chasing dreams. But when we put this house in the market, we could not get it sold to save our lives. And we kept dropping the price and dropping the price, and we never got a single offer for 6 months, not even an offer. And it just looked like it was going to be hopeless. Like we just weren't going to be able to do this. And trying to sell a house in the winter in Minnesota, not a likely thing to happen, especially when you've had it on the market for a long time. It just wasn't looking good. At the time I had a blog, and I literally sat down and started writing this blog, and I was typing about how the house wasn't selling, it was looking hopeless, it was time to pull the plug, and maybe we'll try again later, but obviously it's just not meant to happen. I was typing all this out, and as I'm typing it, I stop myself and I go, no, this is too important. We cannot give up. We have to just have faith that something's gonna happen. I cannot hit publish on this thing. I'm telling you, it was like 2 minutes after I made that decision, got a call from the realtor. We had an offer on the house, and we eventually made it work. Long story short, we eventually made our way down here. It was a long, difficult journey, but we made it happen. And that, I'm telling you, right on the other side of giving up, all right? I was there, I was ready to be done and just throw in the towel and say, this is too hard, it's not working. Boom, it happened. And this is something that happens with this lifestyle a lot as well. I've seen a lot of times where a client of mine will be at wit's end. The struggle has been real. They are not reaching their goals. They have been stuck. Things are not going very well, and they just feel like this is too hard. It's hopeless. I was meant to be fat, or this is just not going to work out. And they're like, I'm just ready to give it up. And we have that conversation, and we talk about how important it is and how you need to just kind of trust it and keep going and do your best and keep putting forth effort, because nothing in this life that's worth having comes easy, and you just have to keep grinding and do the best you can and not give up. And if I can convince them to change their mind, I'm telling you, right after that, breakthrough, things start going well, they start to lose again, everything starts to click, they start feeling better, everything starts to roll. With anything, right? They might say, I can't do this because my life is too crazy right now, I lost my job, you know, my husband broke up with me and things are just a mess, I cannot do this anymore, it's too hard. No, use this as the one thing in your life that you can control. Everything else in your life is falling apart. Use this one thing that you have full control over, that is your own health and your own well-being. This is something that you can actually focus on and put your control on. And I'm telling you, they do that, boom, it starts to click. They get a new job, they start losing weight again, they start feeling good, things start to click. But it all happened because they didn't give up, and this happens all the time. It's almost like the universe is testing you. Right? You can pretty much bet your bottom dollar that every single time that you want something big, the universe will test you. Nothing ever comes easy. Anything important is going to be hard. And it's like the universe is going, oh, you want that? You say you want that? Well, let's just see how bad you really do want it. Do you really want it as bad as you say you want it? Because if you want it as bad as you say you want it, you will keep going when I give you this. And when I give you that challenge, and I give you these roadblocks, will you keep going? If you don't, I guess you didn't want it as bad as you said you wanted. The universe is a nasty, mean witch. I'm telling you. But if you want it as bad as you say you want it, you will keep pushing, and you will go, and you will get past these challenges, and you will understand that it will make you a better person. Your failures are what make success. Success and failure go hand in hand. You cannot have success without failure. It does not happen. So it's okay to have failures, but you gotta keep going. I think that's one of my favorite things about lifting weights. I mean, it really teaches you a lot. If you look back at when I was a powerlifter, I did not have a good deadlift. It just was not my lift, and I got stuck. I hit 500 pounds pretty early on. I tried to hit 515 pounds 4 times, and I failed over a year and a half each time. And I was ready to be done with it, all right? It was just too hard. I couldn't do it, all right? And I missed for that 4th time. And I remember sitting down after in the gym thinking like, I can't, it's just not gonna happen. It's not in me. It's just something that's not gonna happen. And something just snapped and said, no. I was like, screw this. I have to do this. This has to get done. And it was like 5 minutes after that, I got up and I went up to that bar with freaking rage inside my belly, and I hit that weight, and I'm telling you, that was one of the greatest feelings I've ever had in my entire life. It was only lifting weights, but man, was that powerful. Yeah! Huge. And it was all because I didn't give up, I kept going. Les Brown says, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory, and I'm totally a believer in that. The longer it takes, the harder it is, the more rewarding it feels when you finally get there. It builds pride, it builds joy and confidence, and that stuff carries over into everything else in your life, and that's what lifting weights does for you. It teaches you to be confident. It teaches you not to give up and to keep pushing and to not let the weights beat you. If you don't let the weights beat you, you won't let life beat you. It is absolutely incredible. It took me another year and a half to do another 10 pounds, and I'm telling you, that felt fantastic too. Some people would be ashamed of that. I was proud of that. I don't care that it was that hard and that everybody else was blowing up their deadlifts while I was absolutely sucking, but I didn't give up. I kept going, made progress, and it felt good. And that teaches you so many life lessons. So whatever it is you're trying to do with your life, whatever is important to you, something that you really want to accomplish, do not let yourself give up. You must keep pushing. You must carry on. Understand that it's going to be difficult, but it's going to be worth it. I can promise you that. It's right on the other side of trying to give up. Don't do it.